tell us about any cool projects you've gotten to work on, either roofing or plumbing? Like, what's an exciting project? As you look back and you're like, no, that was a cool project. That was fun.
It was a 1964 C10 that we took all the way down to the front. Oh no, that was plumbing or roof.
Oh no, let's go back to cars.
In my roofing side of the world, we did below grade waterproofing. So,
what does that mean? Below grade waterproofing.
Well, to keep water from entering the building from below grade. So if you've got a
basement or something.
Yeah, if you got a basement, it's 10 stories
Okay.
into ground. You got a water table, so you're going to build a watertight edifice underground.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a project that I'm particularly proud of in Storm Lake, Iowa, that's right on the edge of the lake, which is the roof of the building is a football practice field, and the interior of the building is a student center and business forum. And so from when you walk on up to the building, you walk onto the practice field, so you don't even know there's a building underneath you. But it's like I say, it's less than 100 yards off of a lake, so the water table is ground level. So this is all waterproof from beneath, and we use products like sodium mountain marillonite, bentonite clay to put on the exterior side of it that can handle so many head pressure of water and that type of thing.
When you do projects like that, what are they designed to last? Like when that waterproofing.
That particular building I did in 1983, and it's still holding water today.
So that's a long time ago.
And on a project like that, how much of it is your knowledge and versus like from some engineer or somebody who drew something on a paper? Like,
I had the opportunity to work with some men, a guy by the name of Brian McGroarty, and a guy by the name of Ken Liskey that designed waterproofing systems, and Brian was a fellow that if you go to on the coasts, and Ken was from the East Coast, and Brian worked off the West Coast, and so I'm trying to think of the name of the center that Brian did out in San Francisco that's actually built into the bay. And so it's holding brackish water. His waterproofing system is holding brackish water out from the bay.
that's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just cool buildings. Ken was involved in Manhattan on the islands of New York that like we're talking buildings that are 10 stories, underground parking centers. And so these guys are fun to work with. So we were designing waterproofing systems to hold it. I have a school in that's actually was an old spring building, or the building that the office structure to the school is an old quartzite building that bottled water from the springs that come out of the side of the hill, and we cut the side of the hill, waterproofed the building, channeled the water around the building, underneath the building, and put it into huge holding tanks so they could water all of the lawns around it. And then the playground for the school was the roof, and it was all waterproofed underneath all of the concrete. And that project was about in the mid 1980s, and they just recently redid one portion of the roof on the building, but them are exciting and fun projects to do.
When you're doing all that projects, I'm assuming you've got, how are you, those seem like very technical projects.
Fun projects,
like lots of intensity of like.
High pressure.
Yeah, like are you on site managers, or did you have like superintendents for each site? Like how was your structure set up?
Superintendents and then crew foreman.
Okay.
Foreman, but it trickles down. But it's a series. We had CAD draftsmen on staff for years, so we were doing our own shop drawings and our own design work so that we could do blow up, so that guys could see each and every detail, every step.
Okay,
that
that was inside of your company. They had the
Yes.
CADs and things.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's way cool.
Yeah. So
So plumbing
And
plumbing
on
a
the
house
plumbing
and
side,
putting a
you know,
toilet,
I
man.
haven't-
That's
I've
that's
been
an
doing-
easy peasy.
I've been here for a while, but I haven't done any. I can't think of anything real exciting projects that we've done. You know, John, over the years, this company, Erath, has been involved in some, replumbed the courthouse downtown. And, he's done the schools. Those are exciting projects. We're doing a school project right now, which is, that's fun. That's something to really get a hold of. And
What is fun about a school versus like a luxury? I don't know.
Well, just
bathroom?
multiple fixtures, and takes a lot of technical aptitude to make sure each one of the fixtures in the right place and to the right depth, doing the right thing. So,
Are you looking to bid? Like, are you and John taking it to more? Like, you like to keep it in the residential? Are you now that you're involved? You're like, hey, let's try to drive towards more school and commercial, or you're just kind of taking it comes.
Taking it as it comes to us. The community size kind of restricts a little bit of what there aren't too many 20-story buildings going to get built here. But John he enjoys the commercial, and that's what he cut his teeth on in the plumbing business. In the Metroplex area, doing schools, hospitals, that type of thing. So expansion, a company like this would do well to expand into the med gas business, so that we could pipe for medical gas and dental offices and hospitals and that type of thing.
Yeah, I didn't even think. Yeah, that has to be plumbing. That's
and there's companies that specialize in that. But you got to find the right people that can handle it and that have the right aptitude. We've got a couple of young plumbers that are coming up that are going to they'll grasp that and do really well with it.
But you wouldn't. Those guys are either do it, or so is that just that's all they're going to do? Is that can they switch between plumbing and gas, or they need, like, once you kind of get honed in on the gas, you need to stay on it, or
no, they can do both.
You can switch. You can switch back and forth.
Just like you can frame an apartment building or a
house.
Or
yes. I didn't know how if it got
an
super
office building. Yeah, you're gonna be able
certainly.
To
Well, some of my crews on the framing side, they're like some of them I have them like your specialty. Like, they're just, some are really knowledgeable in the timber. And really, but I can't always put all my guys in that, because it's there's, so you just have certain crews that are basically they're just specialties. And each one of they're mastering their each part of the framing craft of it. And I didn't know how,
but you have to keep enough of that type of work in front of them.
Yes.
Otherwise they have to be comfortable
coming back and forth.
Stepping back and forth, and we'll frame a house this way.
Yeah, and they can, I guess, but it definitely you if you do, you come out of rhythm. If you can be in, but
rhythm is an interesting nuance with business, because it exists. Inertia and momentum, and like
and it's so going. Key of, like, once you're, it's like just I find it to be just momentum is once you slow, like once you come to a stop or a slow, it's so hard to just get that machine pumping again. It's just it's a pain. I always hate it.
I understand.
But
I do understand that.